Hi, and welcome to Alaskan in the Philippines, currently in Thailand. Today I thought I'd share just a few minor observations I see with the Thai women here. I'm no expert, I'm not dating a lot. I hang out with two Thai girls, and I knew another Thai girl once years ago. And I'm just roaming around the city of Hue Hin here, and I see a lot of Thais every day, daily life. In fact, I'm not really associating with any of the foreigners, really. Although I do have a few, like the neighbor, I chat with him once in a while. He's a pretty good guy. But other than that, it's only just these Thai girls I've been hanging around with, so I get to observe how they're acting, how I see them around in the stores and on motorcycles driving by. In fact, I was just packing water from the water machine down there. You got to get these bottles of drinking water, fill them up for $5. You can fill up this big jug of water. It's good drinking water. You can't drink the water here. So I was down there getting one, and some Thai, I see a lot of traffic of some really good looking Thai ladies in and out. Really a high percentage of really good looking women too. And they're constantly going in and out. Some actually live here, and I think some are boyfriends of. It's mostly foreigners that live here. So I'm thinking a lot of these are girls that they're met in passing or whatever. But I saw this girl. I was filling the jug of water just a few minutes ago, and this girl comes walking out behind from the door of the building where I live, and she comes walking out. Well, I had to walk right past me to the trash can. She was carrying a bundle of flowers, roses, really nice, fresh looking flowers, and another bag in her hand. And she walked right past me, walked around to the trash, threw the flowers in the garbage in the trash, and walked away. And she come around, she had to walk right by me. I looked at her, she kind of smiled a little bit and went over and got on her scooter. But yeah, I don't know, maybe she was just visiting or whatever. She just spent the night. But yeah, it was pretty funny, I thought. But I see a lot of Thai women, and they got some strange habits, I'd have to say. They got some strange beauty, things they think are beautiful or to a foreigner probably won't be as much. But they're not trying to impress the foreigners, maybe. They're trying to, get a date with a Thai guy. And the dress code I see here, even like with a young couple driving by, the boyfriend driving the bike, and the girl riding on the back, she'll be dressed from head to toe, long sleeves, gloves, sometimes a brim hat, with a floppy brim hat with a cloth that hangs down on the sides and down the back, and she'll have a mask on. And oftentimes it'll all be black. I mean, just like a burqa almost. She's wearing gloves and everything. They do not want to touch the skin to touch the sun. They'll wear socks, even some of them, and then they're all rubbing this white paste on them that whitens their skin. They get just ghostly white. I mean, to them it's sexy if they can see your veins through your skin, like we can. I can't. My veins, you see them. But yeah, they think that's sexy. The whiter, the better. And some will have their face so white, they'll actually put a thin layer of white cream on too, to show just white. I seen it. It astonished me. The rest of the body would be normally tanned, but the face would be just ghostly white from the chemical. It's got to be a chemical that can't be good, like bleach or something. It can't be good for you, absorbing those chemicals in your. Honestly, but I guess the other Thais, all the women and men you see in the commercials, they're all real light-skinned. And you can see that they did that through transformation of chemical process, which can't be good. So yeah, and then they hide from the sun. You'll see them wearing the full executioner's hood too, with a bag, and you can actually tie it. They got ties for it and everything, and just two holes poking out or just a slit where they can see out. And it's a total bag. Yesterday, we're walking on Soy 94. I saw a Middle Eastern couple there. They were going into some Middle Eastern food place to eat, and the guy was walking. He was all sporting shirt and a nice pair of shorts, and his poor wife behind him in a burqa, black burqa. On that Soy 94, there's no wind right there. But if they're Middle Eastern, they're probably used to Dubai, where it's 150 every day, so it was probably cool to them. They were on vacation here, no doubt. Yeah, I thought that was to be so hot. And Yeah, that's the trait. The women here are real professional. I noticed it. They're very professional women. Oh, in fact, I remember in the getting back to the skin whitening in the Philippines, when I first went out with a Filipina girl, before we were going to leave, she put white powder on her face, baby powder. I said, "What are you doing?" "Well, I'm just powdering my face." "Don't do that." She's tan. She had nice, beautiful skin, beautiful tan. She'd put this powder. When I first met her, she was doing it. I said, "What? No, don't do that." So she never did it again after that. But they powder up their face sometimes. Yeah. But anyway, like I say, and then they're all these Thai women are real professional minded. You see them all driving around. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just this neighborhood because I'm in the district with the massage parlors and stuff. But all I see are professional looking Thai women dressed really nice, and driving scooters. They all have nice brand new scooters. A lot of them are running businesses. You see these young women running a business storefront right on the Soy 94 or any of the other streets going by in the malls and stuff. It's a lot of young business-minded women. I see it more here than the Philippines, I would have to say, because the Philippines, they just seem to have give up. I guess the government kind of makes it so hard for them that it's, you're going to have to get a college education just to work at a counter in the Philippines. You really do. I don't know if you have to. I don't think you do in Thailand. Thailand is just such a capitalistic society that anything you can sell and anything you want can go. Everything goes. No permits needed. As far as I know, maybe a lot of it does need permits, or you got to grease the right people's palms, maybe. I don't know. But in the Philippines, the government sets up so many roadblocks to work, even to leave the country. They can't even leave their own country. They have to get permission from the government and clearances, and it ain't easy. They have to show, I guess, because of all the sex trafficking and stuff. So it's really hard for the Filipinas to even get out, or so they really don't have much hope other than to marry a rich man, I guess, or rich foreigner. So that's kind of what a lot of them aspire to. But here in Thailand, I notice all these women are very professional, and they're very, very beautiful, and they keep thinner too. I would say thinner than I guess there's better food choices here is what it boils down to, the Thai women. Although I see how they eat, and this girl I go out eating with, she eats some of the most sweetest, ridiculous tasting sweet stuff. I can't even eat it. And her drinks the drinks here are so sweet, they're like 50% sugar syrup or something. I take one sip and I'm like, oh my God, I can't drink this. I don't drink any sugar drinks. I just drink water. But she's drinking these iced coffee. So every day she's got some kind of new drink in a bag, and I don't know what it is. I'll always try it just because I'm curious. And it's always really, really sweet. So the sugar poisoning is just horrible here. And the choices to eat is so much that I would think the women here would be fatter, but they're not. They're thinner. And they stay thinner well into their age, their middle age, into their 40s and 50s. You still see these women. A lot of them are very thin, take care of their bodies and dress nice and still looking young for their age. Whereas the Philippines, by about 40, a lot of them are getting obese from the rice. It probably boils down to a diet. Like in the Philippines, poor diet, literally meaning poverty diet, is a lot of rice. Rice is their main food, and rice is the highest on the glycemic index. That'll fatten you the fastest. If you want to get fat the fastest, eat rice. That'll do it. Rice and sugar, they're both sugar is just as pure carbs, and so is rice. So that's about the way it works. And I think the poor women, or at least, I don't know, maybe they choose the better diet here unknowingly, maybe even do it. More vegetables. I see more vegetables in the selection, root or sprouts and stuff. A lot of different sprouts. In the Philippines, it's a lot of more rice and pasty kind of things, and sticky rice and stuff a lot. So they're halo. They eat just milk and stuff. They use canned milk and all their. They do here too. For making like a smoothies out of mangoes and mango smoothies. They're good too. I like them, but they'll fatten you up quick. And if you're drinking a lot of them, that's what they did to me. I gained weight drinking on those, and I just had to swear them off. And most of the fruit too, starting to get back into a little fruit. But yeah, that's where a lot of them could go wrong in the Philippines, eating so much bananas too. Their diet, if they're poor, they're eating rice and bananas a lot and other fruits, because fruit is poor people's food in Philippines, it seems like. If you go to a festival where there's all this beautiful fruit out on the table and all this food for a party, the fruit is never touched. It's always all the other food is eaten. The fruit's beautiful, pineapples, everything just sitting there. They don't want to eat it. They're sick of it probably. But yeah, but anyway, these women, I see it here in Thailand. I have to say, I think they're very more professional, business minded, probably because the government allows it. And they seem to go farther. They're all, like I say, I see many young girls with businesses. I'm not sure how they got their startup in their business or whatever, but it just shows they're very, very willing to work hard. All the neighborhoods, all to be getting business here, all they have to do is have a push cart. You see these carts, and I walk through the neighborhood over here, and every few houses will have one of them push carts parked in front of their house where they got a grill on it. They'll have a glass case they'll put ice and fruit in it, and they'll have a grill. They'll be grilling meats. And there's some, of course, they have them in the Philippines too. But here I noticed on a more scale, anywhere the traffic is congested, like at the railroad track crossing up there, man, all the push carts get in there and they pack it even tighter, so you have to walk around them. But yeah, it's right at the 7-Eleven. You could walk up there and get dinner for $1.20 or $50, $1 every day if you wanted to, if you're really hard up for money, because all them little carts, and most of them are women that take care of the carts. I don't know what the men actually do. The men I see, they're the grab drivers. I guess the Thai men aspire to be grab drivers. Same in the Philippines too. I guess that's the cool job to have, is the grab driver. Makes sense if you like running around all day. They're a breed on their own anyway. The typical Thai men here, they're dressed they'll generally have cut off short jeans shorts, but they're cut to like capris. They're not shorts. They're longer than shorts down to about the knee, but they'll be jeans. And they'll wear usually a greenish black type football jersey. Some kind of, I think, soccer jerseys. They're real popular here. The Thais all wear them green and black. It's a popular color. Some you'll see are purple. And they just real explosive colors on them. They're some kind of Thai football jerseys, but they're very popular here. That's a typical man will wear those jean shorts and that. And a typical Thai woman will be riding around with full length stretch pants and a full length hoodie. They wear a hoodie with the hood up, completely black, wearing gloves, fingers all, and they'll be wearing a mask, and they'll have that hood up all the time. They won't be letting the sun, they'll be riding on a motorcycle hunched over like that. You'll see the Thai couple driving by, and the guy and the girl's all in a hoodie, hiding from the sun, going. And if you see them in the mall, you'll see they're ghostly white too. They keep it that way. They want to be ghostly white. Honestly, I want a girl with a tan. I love tan girls, and I think most Westerners do. And it's ironic that the Western girls, before they'll go to the beach, they'll go out and get tan in their backyard before they go to the beach, so they won't get laughed at for being too white. Ain't this a ridiculous reversal of how women can be? Of course, women, you can't figure them out anywhere, but each place has their own idiosyncrasies that you have to deal with. But that's one of my observations of what I see and how they act. They're very money-minded all over, all the women, the Filipino women are, but the Filipinos will be just content with you buying something for them, Here the Thai girls, they want to take some money from you. They want to sell you something, or get you business somehow, which is very inspiring. In the Filipinos, if they weren't so restricted, they would probably be the same. And I don't know. I find it very refreshing to see such independent women here that are really out as go-getters, out business-minded, trying to eke out a living in a place where there's tourists, and they're all geared towards the tourist. I think that this tourism saves their day, and the Philippines could learn from that if they would just loosen some of their restrictions and allow the freedoms of the people to do what they wanted, I think they could and clean things up and get their infrastructure in better shape. They could have the same thing. The Philippines is actually more beautiful than the Thailand area that I'm at. I think, if you look at just the raw beauty of the mountains and the trees and stuff, it's just beautiful there. I like the jungle. It's prettier, I think, than here. This is more different kinds of trees and stuff, but there it's just beautiful jungle, I think. This is beautiful here, very beautiful here too. In the northern area of Thailand's even more beautiful, I guess, in Chiang Mai. I'm going to do some touring around Thailand and see some different areas yet. As I get settled in and figure out my visa, I'll be traveling a little more just to see some of the different areas. Get out in nature, that's my goal. I want to get out back where I came from, out in the country, in the wilderness. Do it in Asia and Thailand area. That's what I want to do. I was willing to do it in the Philippines even. Get out in the boonies and enjoy it and take it easy in my retirement. Well, those are just a few of my random thoughts that got sidetracked here and there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.